Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to be going over the top 5 brawlers in the game. Going to be showing you guys some gameplay of it as well, and make sure to check out my social media down below. It will show you guys maybe some photos on my Insta, some tweets that I'll be tweeting on Twitter, and etc. And in this video I'm going to be going over obviously the top 5 brawlers and why the top 5, what makes them so good, and let's get right into it. Starting off with number 5 on this list will be Spike. Spike's number 5 on the list because of the recent buff he got, which was around 100 extra damage, which really made a big impact because now on like high saves, all etc. like bots, you can do 5,000 damage. This is very big for competitive, I would believe, because in Siege, if you're playing Spike, you tend to play him on defense, and on defense he's just super strong because of his ability to deal 5k damage per hit, along with the best star power for him, Fertilize. Fertilize is when he throws down his super down below him, right on his feet, and he starts healing 800 per second. This is also a very good star power because you can just keep shooting, and if they try to come near, you can kind of bait them into your super and also be healing at the same time, so you can just keep up the pressure, which is very key on succeeding in whatever game mode you're playing. And the reason Curveball is not that good is because it's very weak, doesn't give an upper edge, I believe, and that's basically the roundup for that star power. And moving on more to the brawler Spike. Spike shoots out a projectile and it splits into 6 different parts, each of them dealing 728 damage at max level. And I'm pretty sure the max damage you can deal is around 3,200, I believe, on a enemy brawler. This is a good amount of damage because you can basically 3-shot all tanks except for Frank with Sponge. And this is a good thing because in this meta, Spike is very strong because it's basically a tank meta, but Spike kind of counters it because of his control. His supers also, I believe, is one of the best in the game because it just denies a lot of area controls, because puts the super down and he can slow a lot of enemy brawlers, if not all of them, and it just really helps to slow down the pace of the game and maybe get a team wipe, because that's what Spike is known for, getting a lot of team wipes, getting a lot of damage done and pressure. Anyways, moving on to the number 4 brawler on the list. See you guys there. Number 4 on the list is going to be Tara. I feel like Tara is super strong because of her second star power, which is Healing Shades. Healing Shades is extremely good because Healing Shades allows you to heal, I believe, 800 seconds per second, obviously. And the good thing about it is that when you place the super down, it is normally behind you, so if the enemy want to get to your pet, they have to kill you first to get to it. And most of the time you're just going to be healing constantly, so they won't be able to kill you and waste ammo. And then you can just easily capitalize on that and just, you know, use your cards and boom, annihilate all of them. And also the pet also heals the enemy bulls as well, which makes them super strong. Also, moving on to Tara's mechanic, which is her super, which is a black portal, and the black portal placed down sucks in all enemy brawlers in a nearby radius. And this is extremely good because you can mostly get 2 brawlers into a pool, maybe a 3 brawler, team wipe them. And the super also wall break, so this is, I would say, top 3 if not top 2 or 1 super in the game because of how mechanically strong it is. And it's definitely high skill because if you keep on practicing on how to hit more than 2 brawlers each time, it is going to benefit you a lot. And in competitive scenes, Tara is 100% one of the best brawlers. I would say top 3 as a pick rate. And yeah, that's going to be wrapping up Tara. Moving on to the next brawler on the list. Moving on to the number 3 brawler on the list is going to be Jean. Jean is a force to be reckoned with. Jean has an amazing super which flips around the game, but also is a high skill cap super. And that's going to be her super called Magic Hand, where she releases a magic hand and it pulls the enemy brawler towards you. This can be very good for team play because if you pull with Jean on like someone with 10 gems and then you have like a Tara supporting you, it is going to be working out amazingly for you. And I would say Jean is one of the best support, if not the best support brawlers in the game, because of her first star power mainly, which is if your enemy brawlers, not enemy brawlers, your teammates are in a certain radius of you, you'll start getting healed 400 per second. And let me just tell you right now, the 400 per second is extremely good. I would say it's better than Tara's pet, because Tara's pet, it can die. Jean super, it won't die unless Jean dies itself. And yeah, this is why Jean is very good. Also, Jean does a lot of damage, I would say, for her, dealing 1400 per hit, scaling up to nearly 4000 per 3 shots, which is a lot. It kills most weak brawlers, and Jean is just amazing at killing Ricos, Spikes, Colt, etc. All the weaker brawlers below 4000 HP. This is why Jean is extremely good, and with the heal, she pairs well with like Franks, Tara, mostly tanks as well. You always need to pair Jean up, which is the downside of her. So that's why she's not higher up on this list, because she does need someone to like stay by her and support her. And yep, that's gonna be wrapping up Jean. And also, I just want to say, Jean has a lot of HP for her. She has like 5000 HP, and 5000 HP is extremely good for a brawler with her mechanics and like damage. I'll say she's overall well-rounded, but maybe she can be a little bit OP in some situation. Anyways, moving on to the next brawler. Moving on to number 2 on this list, which is Max. Max by far has to be a brutal brawler to play against, because she just changes the whole game with her super, which is Let's Go. And her super is just a speed boost which lingers for about 1 second and has a very big radius. This works well against tanks, so if you have tanks by your side and you just super with Max, you're going to be absolutely speeding across the map and rushing enemy brawlers. This is what makes Max good. I would say she is the best support brawler in the game, and her DPS is actually insane. She shoots super quickly, and with paired up with her second star power, she just keeps reloading and constant pressure, which is good in heist. But mainly I would say her first star power is extremely good, because if you just start moving around, maybe spinning in the corner, your super will slowly generate, which is very unique because no other brawler does this. And this is what makes Max so good, is that she can easily get her super, and doing that, her super is also very effective. And Max has a very high HP, over 5000, which is higher than Jean's. And also her support mechanic is just extremely good with the speed. Again, it just really works out well. That's why I'll say Max is amazing. Max is good against mainly tanks, because tanks can't catch up to her, and she, with her dealing a lot of DPS with her little bullets, do a lot, and they scale up to killing mostly all the tanks except for Frank, because the Frank has his sponge star power, which is ridiculously OP. And yep, moving on to the number 1 brawler on our list. Number 1 on our list, if you guys haven't guessed it already, it is Sandy. Sandy is just very, very dangerous to play against, because her super, which is Sandstorm, is a best, I'll say the best super in the game, because once you place down the super, your whole team goes invisible, and paired up with the Ruin Sand star power, it just absolutely annihilates, because if you're versing the opposite Sandy, you can see where they are when you're in the super. And it's just very good because it detects enemies in bushes and stuff, and it's a 9 tile radius, I believe, or maybe more than that, and it lasts for about 10 seconds or 9 seconds, I believe, which is ridiculously OP, because you can easily farm her super back. And Sandy's attack, they just pierce through, which I would say is amazing, because her being able to pierce through attacks when she's in standstill, maybe, you know, the enemy is bunching up, and then you just capitalize by just spraying all 3 attacks, getting your super back, and just constantly keeping up the pressure, paired up with the Ruin Sands. And this makes her a very, very strong support brawler. And with her HP, which is over 5000 as well, mostly the 5000 HP units are very strong, because not too much HP, not a little less HP, a lot of damage, lots of mechanical skill involved. And this is what makes Sandy number 1 on our list. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys into the next video. Peace.